What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Lubar's Garage. This is part 2 of servicing the transmission for this 2001 Subaru Forester. Like in the previous video, we went ahead and tackled the gearbox in the front. We were able to add 3.7 quarts of gear oil successfully. I showed you exactly where everything was. But today we're gonna go ahead and work on the differential. So the differential is a little bit different. We're only using 0.8 quarts of gear oil. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my measuring funnel and I'm gonna fill it up with 0.8 quarts, which I'll do the conversion later to ounces. From there, I'm gonna go ahead and insert it into a bottle, and from the bottle, we're gonna use a pump to get the gear oil into the differential. So there are 2 drain plugs on the differential. One is a drain and one is a fill. So I'll go ahead and show you guys where that is exactly. Should be pretty quick. Pretty straightforward. Before we jump into it, guys, I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribe to the channel. It helps people like you and others who are looking for how-to videos put ourselves out there for us to be found and for us to be able to help other people like you also service their car. Please do me a favor, just take 2 seconds, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this video. And for this, we're gonna go ahead and go to the back of the car here. And we're gonna go ahead and locate our differential, which is right there. Super easy. So on the bottom there, you have the drain plug, and right up top there, you have the fill plug. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and undo the bottom one, the drain plug first, and we'll go ahead and get this thing drained out. Once it is fully drained, we'll go ahead and tighten the drain plug back up, and then we'll unscrew the top fill plug and we'll go ahead and fill it with new 75/90 gear oil. What I'm using, guys, as you can see, square bolts there. I'm literally just using a adapter from my wrench kit. Is this gonna fit pretty evenly in there? And we're just gonna use our breaker bar and get this thing off. So we're gonna go ahead and measure out in our filler neck here. We're looking for 0.8 quarts, which translates to about 25 fluid ounces. So we're gonna be right in somewhere around there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill it up, and then I'm gonna use one of my old bottles there. And then from there, we're gonna use this pump to get the oil into the differential. So I have this thing propped up here on my car. We're gonna do 25.6 fluid ounces. So we're gonna use some of our remaining gear oil here from the transmission that we did in part 1. All right, that's good enough. We are at about 6 fluid ounces. So we need about 20 more ounces to go. So collectively, between the transmission and the differential, you're looking at about 5 quarts for both. Just to make it easier for you, I'm gonna grab this, make sure it doesn't fall over on me. That would suck. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's good right there. And I'm gonna go and take this over to one of my other bottles. Before I start filling it, guys, I'm just making sure that my pump is gonna fit on this old bottle here, and looks like it's actually a perfect fit. So that is good news. So I'll take that out, start filling this bad boy. This job can get pretty messy. We have our 0.8 quarts for the differential. And I'm going to install our pump here. So much hair from my dog, man. I love my dog, but holy smokes does he shed. And it's one of those things where I didn't even realize, I didn't even think about how much he was gonna shed when I first got him. I just had puppy fever. But word to the wise, guys. Golden Retrievers shed a ton. All right, cool. So we got our bottle ready to go. Now we just need to go ahead and undo those drain plugs in the back, and we'll get it going. Let's get this thing cracked open. All right, so it looks like this actual oil looks a lot newer than the transmission oil. As you remember, the transmission oil was straight black, and this one still has a lot of color to it. I'll go ahead and let this drain out, and then we'll put the drain plug back in, and then we'll undo the fill plug, and we'll fill it up with new gear oil. It looks like we've come to a slow drip here, so I am going to reinstall the drain plug. Make sure you get it threaded on right. You don't want to strip the threads on this mother. That would really suck. Now that we got the drain plug in, let's go ahead and loosen up our filler plug. I'll just scoot this over just in case there's any residual bat droppings. Guano. If anyone knows the reference of that movie, you're awesome. Bumblebee tuna. Okay, perfect. We're gonna go ahead and grab our oil and we'll start filling this bad boy. Before we get any further, we're gonna go ahead and torque this drain plug down to 44 Newton meters. Perfect. We are going to go ahead and start filling the rear differential with gear oil. Just get that in there right there. Make sure that's good. Let's start pumping. We ended up filling it a little more than it needed to be, and that's the beauty of a fill hole, is that it'll start pushing out the oil that doesn't fit, right? So that's what we had happen. Just like the drain plug, we're going to torque this down to 44 Newton meters. Beautiful. That is a wrap for this differential. Pretty easy stuff when you have the right tools. Awesome. Went a lot faster and a lot easier than I was anticipating. That's always a good thing, right? It's like once you start a job, you think it's like gonna be, that'll be an hour or so. Turns out to be a couple days. Those are the worst, man. But hey, that's the DIY life, right? Sometimes, not all the ways. So days like today, where it's just pretty straightforward, no hiccups, makes working on the cars super fun. And you learn and you save some money at the same time. Who doesn't like those things, right? Who doesn't like that combination, am I right? That's gonna do it for servicing the rear differential on this 2001 Subaru Forester. Hopefully you found this video informative and it'll help you tackle your own differential if you have one of these cars. If not, a lot of the Subarus are similar. Not all of them are. Hope that this video gave you confidence to be able to do it and tackle it your own. It was pretty straightforward, pretty simple. We didn't have any hiccups. I would say that the differential would maybe take you 20 minutes tops if everything goes to plan. Thank you so much for watching. And again, guys, I just want to ask you for a favor to subscribe to this channel, as you and many other people are looking for how-to videos on the internet. The more that we subscribe, the more that we like, the more that these videos will get seen. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you then, or we'll see you another time.